Alright, I think we're live now. I gotta make sure my content stays relatively fresh, and I'm about at the end of my rope with making interesting, fresh content with just myself. So this is why I'm inviting different people, doing shit that way. Cause more people means better content, right? That's why battle royales were such a big thing, right? Fuck, did I... I didn't copy over all my tags. Oh, well, I'll do that once my stream's over. Just add a title of the game. Final Fantasy XIV Online. Add it to my playlist. Tags come later. Save. Share. Copy. Where's my server? There's my server. My lovely, amazing server. Let's see. Alright, everything's set up. Where are you at?
I'm in the gold saucer right now.
Ah, okay, hold on. There we go. Ah, my new look. Noctis knockoff. Isn't it amazing? My boy is the not quite Prince. Okay. Bethanolin, gold saucer.
A degenerate cowboy.
Huh?
I said Noctis to be a degenerate cowboy. I'm in the middle of a dungeon right now, so I'll be out at the end of it.
Okay.
Have you looking cat?
Well, I'm in the gold saucer now, so I guess I'll just do my
do some gambling while I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some scratch cards. Maybe I should start the actual quest stuff too. Like I'm guessing that there's like some kind of build up quest to the emerald or to the weapon fights.
Yeah, there is. You unlock it in. Wait, have you already started the quest line?
No, I haven't.
You start that in that big fucking Alamiga city you took that no one cares about because it was in Stormblood.
Hey, Stormblood's not that bad. Fuck. Fuck yeah! I got a jackpot. 10,000 MGP. Cool. Yay. Big Alamigan city. Let me try and piece that together. Girabania.
No.
Abalathia Spine.
No.
It's
in the locks. It's in like the bottom right corner of the locks.
What's the main landmass that it's in? It's not Lenosha, Blackshot, or Thanolin.
I said the locks. I mean, it's in Garabania, but...
Okay. I don't know the names of these subdivisions of these main areas.
Look for the
Girabanya.
area called Porta Praetoria. Or the locks, I mean. Not Porta Praetoria. Look for the locks.
So I'm in the locks. Or I'm on the
If you
maps.
open up your map and look at the very bottom right, you'll see a little city down there.
The Alamegan Quarter?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I'm heading over there then.
You will see a blue quest there.
Ruby Doomsday. Well, that's pretty
Probably that one.
straightforward. Not really mincing words here, are we? All right, resistance officer. Are you gonna office my resistance? Oh, holy shit! It's so fuck. What's his name?
God.
Rugged Daddy. Fucking.
I'm glad we both agreed on the dad part.
Yeah, that guy, the wolf. I'm having the worst time trying to remember his name right now.
Gaius.
Oh yeah,
Van Balzar.
Gaius Balzar. Is he still Van Balzar? Because I know that
Yeah,
Van.
Van Balzar.
I thought Van was his station. That's how I thought that's how the what's it called? The not Gridanian, the fucking Garlean ranking system is. Their like middle part is their their middle name is basically their rank.
But Gaius Balzar sounds cooler. Or it sounds less cool. Gaius Van Balzar sounds cooler.
He's just daddy.
He's just dad.
He's just dad.
Don't say daddy. Don't sexualize him. He's just dad.
Well, no, I'm not saying it in a sexual manner. I'm saying it as someone who is who actually means as well intentioned, and he is a dad-like figure. But
yeah, he's also a war criminal. But
we don't talk about that.
Yeah, we look past that.
We look past that. He's daddy. It's like Griffin McElroy. He doesn't call his dad dad. He calls his dad daddy. There's nothing sexual about it.
Yeah, but that's Griffin McElroy we're talking about.
Why can't I be like Griffin McElroy?
Not everyone can be Griffin McElroy.
Don't fit me in a box, Stark.
Not everyone can be him. I'm sorry.
I know it's true, but that doesn't stop it from hurting. Resistance and Alliance forces prepare in earnest as a new threat looms on the horizon. Ira, glad you could make it. As you may have heard, Commander Alden has given orders to embark from Alliance headquarters to hold back the advance of the Empire's latest menace. Oh! So, at like the end of Shadowbringers, there's like that part where you play as Estinian, and they had all those like experimental, what's it called? Not all those experimental weapons that they were using. Is this like an extension of that? Is that that story continued?
Those experimental weapons were like the prototype
for the crystal weapons. Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool. All right, I know that there's like hella Gundam references or some shit, or like there's a lot of things that are Gundam adjacent, so I'm kind of excited for that.
You will like it, yeah.
Not that the soldier stationed there are too chuffed about being on the front line against these new weapons. If they're designed to slay primals, they'd make short work of us mere mortals as well. Mind you, it's Gaius Balzar. Yeah, no, his middle title is missing. It's Gaius Balzar and his fellow followers who've led the charge so far. By all accounts, they've been giving as good as they get. Unfortunately, their sorties have met with little success. I dare say they'd benefit greatly from your presence on the battlefield. Jesus. That subway I had this morning is not agreeing with me. If you're ready, my colleague over at Porta Praetoria will show you the way. Porta Praetoria, you say? You mean near this place where I can just teleport to?
Teleport to, yes. Right down the steps. It is very convenient.
Amazing. Awesome. Let's go.
Radical.
Totally radical, dude. Someone's just like casting hella magic over here.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, this is gonna sound like a dumb question, but do black
Yeah.
mages use staves or like staffs?
It depends. Black mages get a few types of weapons they can use. They can use two-handed staffs, or they can use like one-handed wands / bludgeon / maces or whatever the fuck, plus a shield.
Wow. Impressive.
Yeah, so it's either the one-handed, whatever the fuck, plus a shield, or it's a two-handed staff.
Huh. I don't think I've ever seen like any black mage in like dungeons have a shield. Are there any like viable like combos that include a shield?
No, it's just a matter of stats.
Huh. And just most two-handed staffs are like better than
Yeah, after
okay.
a certain point.
Okay, that makes sense.
I only know this because I'm trying to level like every single DPS on my alt character. I figured, fuck it, if I'm doing healers and tanks on my main character, my alt can take on all the DPS classes while I still have the road to 70 buff.
I'm gonna do all the characters or all the jobs. I'm a fucking idiot.
Oh, are you mocking me? I'm hurt.
No. I mean, like, I said class instead of jobs, and I know that some people have a proclivity towards jobs and not towards class.
God, I fucking hate big words.
Alright, other resistance fighter. On your way to headquarters, I take it. Accompany resistance fighter to Alliance headquarters. Yes. Excuse me? Oh, I forgot this music! The minor key version of the Alamegan, what's it called? Anthem. The Alamegan anthem on marimbas and shit with like the cellos in the background, kind of like ominous like. Oh, it's so good. I don't know, I'm nerding out about the music. I've been listening to I got the vinyl. Go to class. No, Zaramik, I will not go to class. I graduated.
I'm so glad that class has started again.
Do you like school?
Yeah, I fucking love school.
Oh, cool.
I hate not having shit to do, and I love learning new things and having discussions.
That's
The
fair.
assignments can be tedious, but I really enjoy the rest of the experience.
I love learning things. I hate school, like a structured school system. If I want to learn something, I want to learn on my own time without a curriculum. That's just me. It's completely viable to like school, and that's probably for the better if you like school. All right,
Also,
Gaius.
there's all this good food, right? Like on and near campus.
But that's not school. That's just food nearby
No, but
campus.
it's incentive
Oh. So your
to
mind
attend,
is
because
set.
I can't justify walking that distance just to go grab some food. But if I'm going to class and I just happen to grab some really good food on the way or between classes, that's a hell of a lot better.
That's fair.
I had avocado toast for the first time ever last week, and it was aggressively alright,
I feel like that's the
which exceeded
best.
my expectations.
I feel like that's the best goddamn way to describe that. It's like it was exceedingly alright. Alright,
But more
Daddy
recently,
Gaius.
I had some toast with peanut butter, oats, bananas, and honey, and that was fucking amazing.
Ooh, that actually does sound really good. We have discovered that the previously abandoned Ultima Weapon project is being helmed by the reformed 7th Legion. They have already succeeded in producing several prototypes, one of which is set to be deployed on the Eorzean front. Its name, the Ruby Weapon. Severa and I were able to get within striking distance during one of its test runs and made an attempt to destroy it. An attempt that ended in failure, alas. Based on our knowledge of the original Ultima weapon, the explosives we employed should have been sufficient to blast through its armor plating, but they barely left a mark. We suspect the gifts of its predecessor may have proven the source of its resilience. As you well know, the Ultima weapon was designed to absorb ether from icons, and the Ruby weapon no doubt shares that ability. If any were summoned during the uprisings in Garlemald's occupied territories, and thereafter consumed, our enemy would become all the more formidable. But its near impenetrable armor was only the beginning of our troubles. It fought back with whip-like claws that can be extended and contracted at will. In the face of such opposition, we were forced to withdraw. Finally getting to the weapons. Hey, I'm taking it at my speed, alright, Zarmik? Gaius was injured shielding me from the ruby weapons assault. Even now he struggles to stand. Damn it all, if I hadn't been so careless, this wouldn't have happened. You need not concern yourself. Let us not forget that I am the one who initiated the Ultima Weapon project. If I must give my life to bury this shameful legacy, then so be it. God, Gaius, like, that salt and pepper, like, almost, like, mostly salt, mostly pepper, little bit of salt look is top-notch.
Looks fucking amazing on him.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the extreme versions of the fights are all super fun.
Like,
if you want to give those a try.
Are they a different storyline, or are they just new?
No, just the extreme versions.
Okay.
Which means lots of new mechanics.
I mean, I haven't really stepped into that, like, hardcore fights area section yet. I'm still kind of mediocre at this game. So I might maybe that might be my step in. Who knows?
Yeah, I'd say the weapons would be an alright starting point, but a good starting point would be like the Shadowbringers, like main story trials, doing the extreme versions of those, like Hades, Innocence, Titania.
Ooh, Hades.
Although Titania is a bit harder, but those are like good steps into extreme content. But the weapons are so much fucking fun.
Aren't they releasing like an extreme version of Praetorium? Or like the one of the first dungeon, like the La Habrea fight at the like for the end of A Realm Reborn.
I don't know, but that'd be neat if they did.
If you were to face it as you are now, you'd be cut down before you even hobbled within firing distance. In any case, we can't afford to lose the information in your head on both the foe we face and the Empire itself. We all know that asking for Ira's assistance presents our best chance of stopping that war machina. 'Tis true that if anyone were capable of putting down such a monstrosity, it would be him. So you're just gonna straight up ask me, huh? Though I have no right to ask this of you, will you lend us your strength? I'm not one to back down from a fight. You know me. Stupid, dense, and willing to just get into all sorts of trouble. You have my thanks. You can get the dragons, too. Ooh! And mine, though I must impress upon you the urgency of our situation. We have received word that the Empire is preparing to advance on the Gimlet Dark. That is where we will intercept them. If our fears are proven correct, the ruby weapon will be among their host. Should it break through our lines, there's no telling the devastation it will wreak. Make no mistake, the very survival of Eorzea hangs in the balance. Once you have steeled yourself for the battle ahead, your escort will lead the way.
Alright, I finished my dungeon now.
What price must the world pay for my hubris? Gaius is the daddy with mental anguish and baggage. I guess all of them have that in this game. Now that I'm thinking about it. A short while earlier in the Garlean-occupied city of Wurlitz Magitech installation. That's a lot of words. That's a big fucker. He's got some stompies on him. Commencing ruby weapon activation sequence. All units stand by. He looks like he screams. He screams a lot with those teeth. Oh, he's in the cockpit! Initiating synthetic orosite system. Fusion successful. No signs of incompatibility. Awaiting your signal. Ruby weapon, codenamed Darnus, ready for lunch. launch. I
Ready for
just
lunch.
I just had a sandwich. Why am I hungry already? Honestly, haven't fought Ruby Weapon in a very long time. Oh, really? Do, 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 do. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Valdolin has briefed me on our mission. I am to take you as far as our expected point of contact with the Ruby Weapon. Once we arrive, the rest is up to you, I'm afraid. This... I'm seeing your chat down there. This hot cocoa fucks. It fucks! Let's see. Invite to party. Cool. Wait, are you going as a heal? What class are you going in? As tank? Huh?
Just like,
You find a beige van with Virginia license plate. What are you typing in this chat? I don't understand what's going on. The hot cocoa is good. Alright, let's see. Is it under... What is it under? Is it
it'll be under trials.
Trials? Shadowbringers?
Yes.
In the Cinder Drift.
Yes.
Okay.
Have I shown you my alt character yet?
Your alt character? No.
I will show you later.
Okay. This FC chat is all over the fucking place. Also, I have a video that's about to reach 10,000 views, and I don't know what to do with that information.
I have a video to send you, and I pray to God that this does not show up on your stream.
I'm not gonna open it.
Open it on your phone or something.
Oh no, I've seen that one. Oh god, TikToks are the best. Hey, what's up? Hey, Shaldman. I am going to be running, if it's not all over the place, then something is wrong. That's true. But Shaldman, we are about to run the crystal weapons, so starting with the ruby weapon. Jesus, this chat is all over the place. You're gonna buy chicken with white scripts? buy materials, and sell them. Oh my god. Ugh. What should I do now? Average wait time 7 minutes. It's hard to believe that, like, the war with Garlemald is still going on after all the shit and how much distance we've put ourselves between ourselves and the war, like with being out in the first and all for the whole time. Like, that shit's kind of weird to think about. You're putting chicken in the hot cocoa. Yeah. It's like I've been in a different world for like months now. What the fuck is going on?
Well, time do be passing differently in that other world.
That's fair.
Hey, come back to Porta Praetoria.
Porta Praetoria, okay. Actually, I could have just gone out of that. Fuck. Try to do something and the queue will instantly pop. Yeah.
That is how the game works.
Alright, I'm at the Aetheryte.
Come hither. Are you on a fucking Rathalos?
I'm not. I don't have a Rathalos.
No, you're not. I was more gonna make fun of you for the fact that you might have unlocked flight in this area.
I have unlocked flight in this area. What are you talking about?
You're fucking weird.
I have unlocked.
Unlocking flight in a Stormblood area.
I've unlocked flight in every single area. What you talking about,
weird.
B?
You're weird.
How can one be so small yet exude such step on me vibes?
Do not say that about my precious character.
I don't know. It's like the glint in the glasses from this angle, I guess.
Oh, Christ, you really are just Noctis if you were a degen fucking cowboy.
Why do I look so concerned?
It's the Noctis haircut. It automatically gives you a brooding expression.
Huh. Ooh, okay. Now that the hair is in like proper light, I can see the blue more clearly, and it looks really fucking good. I like it.
You and your fucking Noctis outfit.
Uh-huh. And... Can I dye this on me?
I'm pretty sure they're dyeable.
Dye... Oh, I can't dye just the shirt. The whole thing has to be dyed. The jacket and everything. I don't even have any dyes on me, I don't think. I think they're all in my Chocobo saddlebag. Yeah, all my dyes in my Chocobo saddlebag. I'll do that later. I do personally like the black on black, though. Holy shit, what is that sword?
Oh, it's a Bajin Southern Front sword.
It glows!
Do glow.
That is cool. That hilt, or the handle is like this fucking half your body height.
This tier of relic weapons, and Bajia is the easiest one to get. All the higher tier ones kind of look like dog shit, except for the final one, but by then you've invested quite a bit of time into grinding for a relic weapon.
Hey, Shaldeman agrees with me. when I asked about the how can you be so small yet exude such dommy mommy energy,
Leave my precious fucking bean alone.
Sheldon said it must be the hairstyle and the glasses.
Leave my hairstyle alone. This is one of the few games that actually has a side sweep as a fucking option.
Honestly, I'm a fan. Oh ho, what are you up to? Hey Hal, we're in party, or we're queue for the ruby weapon. So I haven't done this yet. Apparently it's gonna be a big deal coming up in Endwalker, so might as well. I have D&D starting at noon, so I had to get a stream done earlier today. Pick favorite color from the favorite weapon you will fight against. I don't even know how many types of weapons there are. I know there's ruby and emerald, but that's about it. I'm guessing there's a sapphire.
Sapphire, diamond.
There's 4? Okay. Alright, I can deal with that. What other things should I do before Endwalker begins?
Binding coil and Sigmascape.
Okay, I've already done Sigmascape, so I need to do the coils next after this. Ooh, I'm already in the duty finder for the ruby weapon, but if you want to hop in for the next few fights, Hal, you are completely welcome to help. That is, if we are able to find a group to go. We have 1 tank and 2 DPS. So other than the 2 of us right now, Stark, there's 1 other DPS. Are there just not a lot of people playing these?
Not this early in the morning. At this ungodly hour of 10 a.m.
That's quitter talk. You don't call yourself a gamer unless you do a 24/7 grind.
Should be asleep.
Sapphire is solo, by the way. Oh, really? Is it?
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah. You 1v1 that fucker.
It must be pretty weak then compared to the rest of them.
No, it is not.
What? You're fighting the same level of monster just solo as you would normally 8 people?
You are given a way to level the odds with it.
Okay. Oh.
A way that requires its own tutorial.
Oh. Okay. All right. As a Gundam fan, I am very excited. I call myself a Gundam fan, but I haven't watched any of the anime. I just like the model kits.
Still makes you a fan. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe, possibly. I will forever be grateful for the fact that you taught me that X makes makes it so that you can't interact with other player characters. That shit saved me for this Final Fantasy 15 event on the day that it came out.
Yeah. That's a wonderful tip to have.
That makes you a Gunpla fan then, not a Gundam fan. Makes sense. That is a good distinction there.
All I know about Gundam is there's some dude named Char that everyone likes, and that the series has really good music.
I just like making the action figures that I built do fight poses. That's it. I am a simple man. I see action figures and I immediately want to make them hold swords and go and just knock them together. Would it be worth to hop on and heal? Would that even speed up the queue? Maybe. I mean, if both you and Hal end up hopping on right now, I wouldn't mind dropping this queue to add you guys to the party.
Do it.
Char as Nabel is a good character. Okay. There's your confirmation there. I bet it would be much faster queues are make. Probably. Yeah, I would think if there's a healer, a DPS, or a healer, a tank, and 2 DPS, that shit would go by pretty quickly.
God damn it.
So wait, how are you in queue and still able to switch between characters? Do you have to return to the...
You can do that.
Huh. I didn't think that would be,
It's just that when the queue pops, it'll be like, hey, you have to switch back to the class that you queued up as.
Ah, okay.
Dark Knight in my case.
Friend list. Where are you? Haley! Invite to party. There we go. Registration withdrawn. Alright. I'll hop on. Fuck yeah! We got a four-person team. A light party. Let's go. Are you just spinning circles now? Lupus, Lupus.
I've just been listening to the Chrono Trigger OST this entire time.
That's another game that I have to play. Chrono Trigger.
You really should.
I've been on a real kick to try and play a whole bunch of older RPGs, even if they're like remastered versions. I've been thinking about playing. I got the pixel remasters for Final Fantasies 1 through 6, so I've been thinking about live streaming that sometime. I definitely
You're a bit of a masochist if you play one.
Apparently, Final Fantasy 1 for the pixel remaster has been kind of leveled, I guess, in the sense
They
that
increased your personal level cap, but not the enemies. So you can go all the way to a new max level cap and completely obliterate any enemies standing before you if you're willing to grind enough and throw your soul away.
I mean, isn't that just kind of par for the course?
That's not intended. Yeah, but the new level cap is double what it was before.
Huh.
And your enemies stay at the old level cap. So you'd be doing all this grinding just to, like, take all the challenge out of a fight. As you're suddenly double the level of God himself. Well, that's not necessarily God himself in FF1. But, you know.
2's worse, apparently, from what Hal says. Alright, it says average wait time 5 minutes. Alright, what to do? What to do? Let's get busy so the game thinks that they should just sign us in whenever it wants, as soon as possible.
I'm just gonna sit up here. Gonna soak in the sun's rays.
In the rain?
I'm soaking up the sun's rays, baby. I'm getting right
Oh,
in the
hey!
middle.
Cool!
You popped. I live.
How much do you know of the upcoming fights? I know there's a lot of Gundam references. That's about it. I know that it's a reference to Final Fantasy VII. I know the Emerald weapon at least was in Final Fantasy VII.
Jeez, blue dabba dee dabba die.
Rawr! It does scream. Mark III Anti-Icon Warmock, another ruby weapon. Enemy detected. Commencing attack. Ooh, this music's good.
Think about tacos.
All right, what should I be worried for?
Just you should have fun.
Optimized Ultima, okay.
Alright, this isn't the extreme fight. Ugh. I still remember this part at least.
Whoa, 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 hey. What the fuck?
Are you winning, son?
No, I am losing. We'll try not to hear
they're
the
all-
crunch.
This is that one.
Fuck. God damn. Commencing high velocity assault. Huh? Holy shit. Its heels are teeth. I'm not getting a grasp of these mechanics yet. Whoa. Hello. Huh? I memorized the music faster than I memorized the mechanics. Is that something to be worried about?
Well, this is a previous theme.
That's fair.
This is quite another point to start the story.
Whoa, what the fuck are those?
Oh, it's unfortunate.
Oh, there was another thing that I wanted to ask. There's this meme moment that I've heard of where I don't know what character it is, but he shows up naked, like topless, and he drinks like a cup of milk or something. Increasing pilot override rate to 100%. Synthetic Orosite switching to Oversoul mode. Loading data sample. Darnus combat data rate initiating organic core overwrite.
Oh, do you look at that? It's the bitch from Binding Coils of Bahamut.
Which I don't know, because I've never played it.
She helped head the 7-level Family, the Meteor Project.
Oh, right. She's that bitch from the original Final Fantasy XIV.
From the original FF14, yeah.
I'm Nail Von
She
Darkness.
shows up in this version, in the Binding Coils.
Come to purify this forsaken land.
Gel Mummy.
Did they get the person who scored, what's it called? The music from, Neon Genesis Evangelion to do this? Because this really sounds like Neon Genesis Evangelion music to me. Dalamud Reborn. Holy shit, there's actually Dalamud up there.
Yeah.
What are we supposed to do? Is this game over?
Not quite.
Can this be Almighty Dalamud? Am I not thy loyal servant? Red Moon of Destruction, I shall prove to thee my worth. Vengeance shall be mine. Fall, death to the undeserving. I don't like the sound of that. Herds these unthinking beasts. Oh, brother, Nile, your name shall live forever. What the fuck? I don't like that. That's weird and creepy and bad.
I think it is fine and dandy and good. In fact. Alright, now, while you proceed through those cutscenes and all that other fun shit, because there is a fight after this that you won't be able to bring the party into.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go over to my other character, do some cactpot, and maybe show you what they look like.
Cool. Even from afar, your figure was unmistakable, as ever an impressive display. Though, as I am sure you will concur, the ultimate weapon pales in comparison to this new monstrosity. If their research is allowed to continue, the next model will be nigh unstoppable. I remember my first few times against Ruby, I had a team that couldn't beat the Enrage. Oh, really? With that in mind, the Alliance has enlisted the help of... Wait, I hear something. Hello, and you are? Little Red Riding Hood? In Magitech armor? Here to sift through what remains of the ruby weapon, are you? Allie, what do you think you're doing? Imperials, they don't look like they're wearing Imperial soldier. Allie? Do you know this lady? Father? What? It has been too long. Alphonse, Allie, and Rex. Who the fuck? Rex doesn't seem all too happy. Given that the Empire is proceeding with the weapon project and making inroads into Eorzea, I suppose it was only a matter of time until our paths crossed. It's wonderful to see you again, Father, although I can't say I think much of the company you've been keeping. I know a lot's happened, but I'm glad you're alright, and now you can come back to Garlemald with us. Gaius has 3 children who are...
More.
What? More? My days
More.
serving the Empire are over. Just that clip. More! More! Because you're
Bigger.
because you're suspected of assassinating Emperor Varys. Her eyes are real pretty. They really pop. But we know you'd never do a thing like that. There must be a way to prove your innocence. Then everything can go back to the way it was. Oh no, echo time. It's been a while since we've had an echo time. Oh, there's 5 of them. So he found you 2 shivering on the roadside when he was going through Whirlit. Lucky for you, eh? If he hadn't, we'd probably be dead by now. As for us 3, our parents all died in the epidemic. We'd still be begging on street corners if it weren't for him. I just wish there was a way we could repay Lord Gaius for all the kindness he's shown us. He fights for the Empire, so we should too. That'll make him proud of us. You're saying we should join the army? I don't think that's such a good idea. Everyone in Whirlit was scared of the Garleans. Why would we want to be like them? Lord Gaius is different. I know he is. You're right. He always says this, that the strong should lead the weak. Maybe that's why he took us in. Alright, if becoming a soldier is what it takes, I'll do it. Who's with me? Count me in, and maybe one day people will look up to us like we do Lord Gaius. Then it's settled. From now on, we're all brothers and sisters fighting for the same cause. This is cute. If not a little scary about the indoctrination aspect, but...
This is cute. Oh, bud.
You're scaring me, Stark. You're scaring me.
I wonder where the kid you haven't met yet went.
Brothers and sisters, then that would make Lord Gaius our father? Hey look, it's the kid that got infected in the first. Alphonse is that kid. I think they use the same player model, actually, or character model. Well, if he doesn't mind us calling him that, I suppose so. That's fair. And that makes you our big brother since you're the oldest. You'd better be nice to us or I'm telling Father. The youngest one dies. Tragically. We killed him. Or her. Whoever the youngest is. Father, since you went away, a lot has changed in the Empire. For us, too. If we'd known that you were still out there, still alive, none of this would have happened. What do you mean? The truth is... So there's a Garlean skiff. I don't know what they're called, but they're the small transport ships. I wonder what their unique uniforms mean. If you must go, I will not stop you, but answer me this. Who was piloting the ruby weapon? We all know that Nail von Darnus has not returned from the dead. Who do you think? It was Melisandre. No, I refuse to believe that. One of the children! Yeah! Yay, I killed one of his kids. I refuse to believe you. I refuse to believe you would let that happen. She was your sister. She was a sister to you, to all of you. We only want to finish what you started. And while we will never forget all you have done for us, the next time we meet, it shall be as enemies. Goodbye, Father. Oh, come on. Why? They all have to make things so serious.
It's only a few war crimes. You only killed one of their siblings.
As for you, hero Vaorzia.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little serious.
Yeah. You'll pay for what you did to Melisandre. I swear it. Crunched in the cockpit to fine paste. I bet. I wonder how much self-control it took for them to not just attack me on the spot.
Probably about as much self-control as it took for Gaius not to do the same.
Don't worry.
He did just help kill his kid after all.
That's fair. Don't worry. FF14 went wee bit Evangelion there. Honestly, large, pasty, gooey white lady just bursting out the back of a very brightly colored robotic entity with a pilot inside of it. Yeah, that sounds almost like Evangelion. Yeah.
Partially.
There's a family figure inside the a daughter or like a child driving the vehicle. Yeah, this is Evangelion. Someone's like doing yard work out there on a Sunday. This is kind of weird.
This is Sunday. That's as good a day as any for yard work.
It's always Thursday though. It's like a schedule. Every Thursday they do yard work. Sid? Sid! Well, Gaius Van Belzar, we meet again. Sid is tiny compared to Belzar. Come to see how your precious weapon project has been proceeding in your absence, have you? You are come to collect data on the ruby weapon, correct? The pilot, Melisandre, should still be inside the cockpit. I'll ask Valdolin to escort you to the wreckage. Any idea who this Melisandre is? An Imperial crony of his, perhaps? The kid that he took care of. One of the orphans. Gaius always did have an eye for talent and a mind to nurture it. In fact, Livia/Junius was another protege of his. He even took me under his wing when my father became obsessed with the Meteor project. It's strange that I felt closer to Gaius than my own flesh and blood. Then, my father and countless others lost their lives in the Boja incident. Although he was acting under Emperor Solus's orders, he masterminded the whole thing. I begged him to reconsider, to put an end to his madness, but my words fell on deaf ears. That's when I turned to Gaius for support, but he was as much a pawn of the Emperor as my father and refused to intervene. And when my turn came to serve, I defected and fled to Eorzea. I blamed Gaius as much as any of them, perhaps even more, for the barbaric acts carried out in the name of the conquest. But when we met at the Praetorium, all the hatred that had been festering inside me seemed to fade away, and I remembered the man I once respected. I gotta hydrate. I'm excited for those Endwalker Summoner changes. I know that they've, like, basically overhauled Summoner for Endwalker. I don't know.
Cannot wait for that new Monk Dash.
Yeah, Bard didn't change too much. They just added a new, bar. To think that the dreaded Black Wolf was a mere plaything of the Asians, who left him broken and disgraced, having sent thousands of his men to early graves. It's more than most could bear. I led my men straight into a massacre. I witnessed their deaths firsthand. Everything can be twisted into a Hamilton reference if you try hard enough. Luckily for me, that wasn't too hard.
That's what Stormblood was, anyways.
Basically.
It had a shitload of quests that were just directly named after Hamilton songs.
Yeah. It's a revolution, I suppose. And now the lives of the children he raised hangs in the balance. Any personal grievances I have with Gaius can wait. I'd best gather what information I can on the ruby weapon, but I'll be back as soon as possible. Do treat the body of his kid with civility, please. If Sid is as I remember him, it will not take long for him to finish investigating the remains of the ruby weapon. He never was one to waste time. My engineers are still in the field, but there's something I thought you should know right away. It's about the pilot. I'm not sure how to tell you this, but if Melisandre is dead, I only hope she was not made to suffer. Death would have been a kindness. In all my years, I've never seen such a perversion of science and nature. Ha, you think there's anything left? Her body was fused with the ruby weapon's core. Those last moments must have been spent in pure agony as her very life's essence was drained from her. So, you know, like fusing into the LCL. So, she was sacrificed to power that infernal machine. We must act quickly if we are to prevent the Empire from committing further atrocities. Ira, is there any other information you can share with us regarding the ruby weapon prior to its deactivation? Some bitch named, fuck if I know, some bitch caused a second Dalamud incident. Nail von Darnus. Did the legatus mean that much to Melisandre? From what I gather, it sounds as if data based on Nail's combat capabilities was used to override the pilot's consciousness after she was fused with the core. If this technology is perfected and the Empire begins implanting the memories of renowned warriors such as the White Raven into its soldiers, the Alliance won't stand a chance. Is such a thing even possible? That's more or less how crystals work. Yeah, that one. Yes, it seems that such crystals are in common use throughout Eorzea, an ancient but effective means of passing on knowledge from one generation to the next. While it may bear some similarities, we won't know for certain until we've analyzed the wreckage of the ruby weapon. Need to unsync you through coils. Okay. Yeah, that sounds like fun. It cannot be denied that combining combat data from an experienced soldier with the powers of an icon has yielded remarkable results, but in doing so the Empire has sunk to the very depths of depravity. This is beyond forgiveness. For once, I agree with you, yet one question remains unanswered. How were they able to obtain data on someone who was supposedly killed prior to the calamity? That's what I'm trying to determine. There's one possibility I'd like to explore, but I'll need to carry out a more thorough investigation first. Severo will provide support while you are in the field. Not only is she extremely well versed in the latest Ngarlian technology, there are few soldiers I would rather have watching my back. In the meantime, Valdolin and I will follow the ruby weapon's tracks back to its point of origin. We will learn what we can of the weapons project and the manner in which Alphonse and the others are involved. Should we uncover anything of value, we will relay it to the troops stationed here. For now, I suggest you use this lull in Garlean activity to recuperate. Was this released in chunks? Like, was there like one that came out for a certain patch, and then the next one came in another patch? Hello? Alright. Would I be correct? Basically one per patch, yes. Okay. Would I be correct in guessing that this belated reunion with those darling orphans of yours has stirred up memories of your time in Garlemald? Remember our agreement, Gaius. If you so much as think of returning to Imperial Masters, I will kill you. Okay. Resistance officer. Somewhere. Somewhere this way? Ah, there you are. So you put down the ruby weapon. Gods, I wish I could have seen it. Not from too close, mind. I suppose I should report news on your victory to the higher-ups. I realize you must have been through quite the ordeal, but could you give me a quick summary of the battle? Sure. You make it sound so easy. From the way you tell it, anyone would think you slay hulking. Oh, you got the new emote. Will Gaius regret letting his adopted kids walk away in that cinematic? Tune in next patch to see. Oh man, that jump over an invisible... That's fucking fun! Okay, I really like that. I didn't see all the way through the end before. I'll put all of this into a report and leave a copy over there should you fancy a bit of light reading. Anyway, I expect you've got more pressing matters to take care of, like going for a celebratory pint. If the Garleans pluck up the courage to come knocking again, we'll let you know. Until then, rest up. Meanwhile, in the Whirl at Magitech installation... Holy shit! That guy's got Sonic hair! We should have told him the truth. He'd be able to help us, I know he would. That's exactly the problem, Ali. If he knew the true nature of the weapon project, he'd find some way to interfere. We've come too far to back down now. I won't let Melisandre's death be in vain. This guy legit just got Sonic hair. All these guys are Kingdom Hearts characters. Even if that means going 100%. Against father's wishes. Cheer up, Alphonse. We can all go back to being one big happy family after we've dealt with those pesky Eorzeans. It'll be just like old times. If only it were that simple. There's no guarantee any of us will make it back alive. Excuse me? I think you're forgetting whose turn it is next, O ye of little faith. With me at the helm of the Sapphire weapon, it'll be over before you know it. Whatever happens, Rex, promise you'll come back to us. I couldn't bear to lose you, too. I like how their like, parts of their body are correlated to what color weapon that they drive. The blue guy's Sapphire weapon, the guy with Sonic hair's Emerald weapon, and then one of those two, either one of those two siblings or both are, what's it called? Going to pilot the diamond weapon. Sleep now in Sapphire. What's this guy? What an exhilarating battle. I never dreamed that I would chance to see such a ferocious war machina with my own eyes. I find it odd that a citizen of Eorzea would be so excited by something sent by the Garleans to slaughter us in our thousands, but as an avid follower of all things gigantic and mechanical, I just couldn't help myself. Oh, to be able to pilot such a majestic creation, perhaps I should defect to the Empire and offer my services. Ever since the time of the original Ultima weapon, I have fallen in love with the fusion of Allegan and Garlean design. It takes my breath away. So much so that I used my spare moments in the ironworks to develop a line of miniatures. And now your recently vanquished foe shall be the inspiration for my next endeavor. Would you do me the honor of casting your gaze upon the piece once it's complete? Jesus, both of these are so confrontational. If that's what it takes to shut you up, don't blame me if I smash it into smithereens. Did you say something? Whatever it was, I'm sure you're offering heartfelt words of encouragement. That's the support of fans such as yourself that make this such a worthwhile hobby. I'm proud to say my work adorns the homes of many like-minded Machina lovers. The Ultima Weapon and Magitech Reaper miniatures, to name but two of my creations, are especially popular. Of course, I wouldn't be much of an engineer if I only made inanimate ornaments. Behold, I've restored this Allegan relic, added a few flourishes of my own, and dubbed it the Real Virtuality Combat Simulation Experimentinator. By feeding it various pieces of data, such as images of my replicas and so on, it is able to recreate a range of combat scenarios. For research purposes, of course, not entertainment, oh no. I can see you're practically champing at the bit to give it a try. There's no stopping you intrepid adventurer types. It won't be long until my latest work is complete. All that remains are one or two final adjustments, so don't go anywhere. Okay, that was a lot of talk for literally nothing. Information relating to the weapon project has been uncovered, and your allies prepare to depart for distant lands. Oh shit, no, I meant to click accept. Ira, I'm afraid we haven't much in the way of information to share from the front line. We have, however, received word that Gaius wishes to speak with you at Alliance headquarters. I've arranged an escort to take you to headquarters, so when you're ready to depart, speak with a fellow over there. Hello, where are you? Ready to head out? Yes. Cool. Bum 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 bum. Good, you're here. The Ironworks have completed their analysis of the ruby weapon, and Sid Garland wishes to share his findings. I take it you can spare a few moments? Sure. Very good. Please wait here while I inform him of your arrival. Glad you can make it, Ira. I'm sure you're as anxious as anyone to hear what we've uncovered. Our early hypotheses were proven correct. The Garleans have designed a system whereby a pilot's consciousness can be forcibly supplanted with data based on the memories and experience of another. So even a rank amateur could obtain the combat capabilities of a seasoned warrior? Precisely. And we learned how this was made possible when we opened the cockpit. The monitors were still operational, and among the messages displayed, one particular phrase caught my attention. Synthetic Orosite system. Which is what, exactly? Well, the core of the Ultima weapon was referred to as the Heart of Sabik by the Asians. We believe it to have been a type of Orosite. It is unclear whether the Garlean simulacrum possesses the same properties as genuine auricite, but I intend to follow this avenue of inquiry to see where it leads. What we do know is that it was used to implant the combat data of Neil Van Darnus into the pilot, who has been presumed dead since before the calamity. And are you any closer to discovering how they were able to retrieve this data? The link didn't occur to Gaius at first, but he later told me of devices fitted to the Magitech armor of the Empire's high-ranking officers. This is reason to believe that they were designed to emulate the soul crystals used throughout Eorzea. Yes, that was rumored to be its true purpose, but was never publicly acknowledged. Perhaps those in the upper echelons of command wanted to avoid comparisons to the so-called savages they were meant to be conquering. There's also the question of whether the system even functioned as intended. From what we've seen, we can assume that they were successful in gathering combat data of those wearing armor equipped with this device. If the comparison with soul crystals is valid, perhaps this data was transferred via ether. However, it seems that it extracted not only memories relating to combat, but the soldier's very essence. As you saw, the pilot succumbed entirely to the will of Van Darnus. Though this is merely supposition, it's possible that being fused with the ruby weapon's core accelerated the process and caused the deceased legatus to manifest in corporeal form. Could it be that the death of the pilot was caused by the system malfunctioning? It's hard to say. The ruby weapon itself was still largely intact when it deactivated, which strongly implies that it was the synthetic auricite running amok that killed her, rather than the damage incurred during the battle. Well, okay, at least I didn't kill her. But even after our analysis, I'm afraid we still don't have enough information. For now, perhaps we should consult with Gaius as to our next plan of action. I'm wondering if I should continue on here, or if I should save this for tomorrow, because I do need to get ready for D&D, which is in an hour. So I do need to get some stuff done beforehand. I think I'm going to end this here for now. If after D&D and after the rest of my stuff is done, I might continue streaming later today, and continue on with this, because I'm really invested in this story now. I didn't expect the crystal weapons, what's it called? Story to be so much of a story. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. Thank you guys for helping me out today. I always appreciate it, and I always appreciate you guys coming and watching my streams. Thank you, Stark, for coming on today and being my co-host for the stream. I really appreciate it. And I thank everybody watching this video. Please leave a like if you did, and subscribe for more content coming up. And thank you all for watching. I hope everybody here has a great rest of your day, rest of the week, rest of the month, rest of the year, and of course a wonderfully great rest of your life. And I will see you all next time. Laters, then have fun in D&D. I definitely will. God, it's been so long since I've been playing from this campaign. It's gonna be great.